Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Ksenia. Let's just wait for 1-2 minutes for other attendees to join our webinar and we will get started. Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you can see me and you can hear me well. My name is Ksenia, I'm a senior sales manager at GlueUp. And today I will be leading this webinar to walk you through our system, talk about our clients, how they are using our association management software to manage their memberships and events. And at the end, I will ask my colleague Victor to answer any questions that you might have. Just to manage the expectations, so we are hoping to finish the presentation within upcoming 20 minutes, and then the 10 minutes that we'll have left, we'll just spare for answering your questions. Let me start sharing my screen with you. So first of all, my colleague Victor just joined as well. If you will not be able to stay with us until end of the presentation, we will make sure to send you the recording, and we'll also reach out to you in case if you would like to schedule with us a follow-up conversation. So before I start sharing my screen with you, let me just give you a quick introduction about GlueUp. The company was founded 10 years ago in 2013. As you probably already know, we mainly work with membership-based organizations, so most of our clients are associations, chambers of commerce, business councils, federations, and we also have clients in 72 countries. We have more than 150 people working on GlueUp. Let me start then sharing my screen with you to walk you through our system. If you could just kindly confirm. I hope you can see my screen because in the morning I had some issues with Zoom. Okay, thank you, Victor. What you are seeing now on your screens, this is the system that we are providing to our clients. So here, as you can see on the left side bar, there are different modules that are part of this all-in-one platform. And here, as you can see, you have a built-in CRM system. We also have event management tools. We have campaign modules that can help you with sending out newsletters, invitations, as well as surveys. We also have the membership management tools to help you with managing your applications as well as renewals. Finance module, so to help with generating invoices as well as tracking all the payments. Communities, which is part of the member portal provided by GlueUp. We will cover this one a bit later. And then we also have the task management and also the analytics. That is essentially a report that can show you who are the most active and least active members of your organization. So as I already mentioned, it's an all-in-one approach for the membership-based organizations. Of course, we have some clients that are not using all of the modules, but they are just using some different combinations. But most of our clients, they certainly use all-in-one system that can help with the event management, the membership management, generally with the automation of manual processes. So let me start showing you a couple of items here in our platform that can help you with, for example, managing your members. As already mentioned in our system, we do have the membership management module, and from here you would be able to replicate different membership categories that you offer to your potential members, and you would also be able to customize membership application form. On our system, when you're creating membership application form, there are no limits on the number of fields that you can add, so you can ask as many questions as you wish. And you can also have different membership application forms attached to different membership categories. As you can see, and let me explain this one in a bit more detail. Since we work with the membership-based organization, we completely understand that a lot of our customers, right, they have corporate members, and at the same time they also might have individual members. Our system can support both. So if you, for example, have companies or organizations that are part of your network, you would be able to manage those for our system. Same goes for the individuals. Also on our setup, so when you're creating different membership categories, as I already mentioned, it can help you with automating this processes when it comes to the membership applications and membership renewals. So you don't have to have, let's say, multiple Excel files, dedicated Excel file for certain membership category, and then manually track all the payments in different files. This would not be needed. It would be all done by the system. Also, what's important, when, for instance, you have corporate membership categories in our system, you can set a member limit, so you can define how many people from the member organization can be added to the membership to enjoy the membership benefits. So maybe you have a limit of 3 or 5, or maybe you don't set any limits at all. So it's all manageable for the system. And then also what's important, when you create membership categories here, you can either set a fixed renewal date, so depending on your financial year, or you can also introduce the rolling membership. So when, for instance, someone applies, so we have now September 28th, right? The membership will be valid until September 28th next year. And again, all these two options would be managed automatically by the system. So the platform would be sending out renewal notifications to your members, notifying them that they have to make a payment. Since we're already talking about the memberships, let me show you, first of all, how our platform can be integrated with your current website. There are two ways how this can be done, either using widgets. I'm sure you're all familiar with those. It's like a plugin code that you copy and you paste it on the backend of the website. And the second option is using an API integration, for which you need probably to have a website developer in your team, or someone who's looking after your website to build this integration. So let me show you an example of our client based in Belgium, is the Water Europe. And this is their own website, right? We did not build that. And here, as you can see, they display membership categories in a very custom way. So it doesn't really look like a widget. And then if I want, for example, to apply for this membership, I just click on the button and I'm redirected to the landing page, which is the name of the organization, .glowup.com. And here you have a membership selection page with the price. Of course, prices are customizable, meaning that you can add here your local currency. And you can also add VAT, and shortly after clicking on the button apply, we are redirected to the application details. And again, as we already discussed, this is customizable, so you can add as many questions as you want. And also what's important, for corporate members, you may also ask them to submit files as part of the application process. So you wouldn't have to follow up with them via email and asking them to submit some, company certification or registration paper. So this would be just done by the system. Now, so this is for the front end, right? So for the admins for your team, you would be receiving applications right here under the Workflow Manager applications. And then from this section, they would land for you under the waiting approval. Surely you can bypass this step if you want. And of course, it's managed per membership category. So you may have different rules for different membership types. And then if it's approved, the system will move the application to the awaiting payment step. And from this point, the system can generate an invoice and send it to your members. And also we do have an integration with two accounting systems, it's Xero and QuickBooks Online, so the invoices will be synced as well. A lot of our clients who are based especially in the UK, they use Sage as their accounting system, or they use some other tools as well, right? You would still be able to manage the invoices through GlueUp. It's just once per month, or depending on your schedule, you would have to go to the finance module and then export all of the invoices related information in the Excel format and then import it into your accounting system. So it's a very straightforward, so there is absolutely nothing complicated here, and our support team would be happy to explain how to do that. In terms of the payment, so here there are a couple of options. First of all, for most of the countries, we support Stripe Express, so you would be able to create a Stripe Express sub-account on our platform in order to collect online payments, right? And the second option is pretty standard, this is through the bank transfer, right? If someone makes a payment online, so through Stripe Express, system automatically records the payment for you, and the membership will be automatically activated. When someone pays through a bank transfer, you just need to click on the button Add Payment and record the payment here, because we don't have a direct integration with your with the bank account, right? Also, same goes for the renewals. As I already mentioned, system would be sending out renewal notifications to your members. You don't have to worry about it. So it's just a matter of proper setup. So you can set up to 3 automatic reminders that would be going out to your members. And then from here, you can check all of the outstanding payments. You can filter by the membership category, by the date, and surely you can always export this information in the Excel format. And again, invoices, payments, it would work in exactly the same way as for the membership applications. The last thing that I wanted to show is from the memberships here, from the backend, is how we display the membership profiles, which I think is very important. Here, as you can see, we have a list of all of the members as well as the memberships, right? Because we manage both individual and the corporate. And here, what's also very important, you can filter by the, by your custom field. So of course, we have some of them that's set by default. So if you, for example, need to generate a report for your board members and show how many members you got starting from January 1st from the specific membership category, you would be able to do that using certain filters. Also, if you, for example, work with your members that come from different industries, or you want, for example, a list of members, coming from the specific location, or maybe, the specific job title, you would be able to segment your list and create what's called dynamic smart list that would be based specifically on these filters. And why it's important, because then later on, you would be able to send very targeted event invitations, surveys, newsletters only to these groups of people. So instead of sending the newsletters to just entire database without knowing who is receiving your newsletters and communication, you would be able to create those unlimited number of smart dynamic lists and make your approach very targeted. Let me show you now how we display different membership profiles. I'll just go here with my colleague Marshall. As I always say, Marshall is the victim of all my presentations. Here, let me show you how we display the corporate profile, right? So Marshall, he's an individual member under the corporate membership, right? So GlueUp holds the corporate membership of this test organization. Here we have the membership details. And under the member tab, we can see who are the other members of this organization. We have Marshall. Marshall is the primary member, so he's the main point of contact. He's the one who is receiving renewal notifications, invoices. You can also have a list only with the primary members if you want to communicate like specific information. And then we can see that we also have Victor here, and we also have Alex. Now, let me show you how we display the CRM profile. Right, if we access here Marshall CRM card, and from here we will see that we have an activity timeline. So basically everything that's been happening with this record will be added here in the activity timeline. So what kind of system notifications been sent, if Marshall was registering for the event, everything will be stored in the CRM. And then at the same time, what's also very important, we can check his engagement metrics. So we can see how engaged Marshall is with this organization. So we can see how many events he has registered for. We can see how many subscriptions he has, if there are any sales opportunities assigned to his profile, how many campaigns been sent to him, payment details, as well as the event tickets. But because most of our clients, they still work, but they work mainly with the companies, it's important to show the company engagements, right? So here, if I open his company profile, we are already at GlueUp profile. And again, we have an activity timeline. And under the CRM, we can see the engagement metrics. From the company, it's a bit different. So again, you have an opportunity, you have total number of contacts that are associated with this organization, individual contact engagement, payments from events, memberships, and also custom invoices. So for example, this company was sponsoring events, maybe purchasing some additional services from your organization. And we can also see what events this company was sponsoring and what was the amount, right? Obviously, that would be in your local currency. Here, it's important to highlight when we talk about the CRM that this platform is not limiting you to only have contacts related to your members. You can have here members and non-members together, right? And also what's important, within the CRM system, you can customize your fields. We do not set a limit on the number of fields, and fields are completely customizable. And then later on, you can again filter and segment your database using your custom filters to create those smart dynamic or even static lists. So that's for the CRM and the memberships. From this, let's move to the campaigns. It's a very, very simple tool to use here. It's a built-in campaign module. We obviously provide the subscription list here, right? That can be listed. Obviously, most of you are, I'm sure, already have a list of the subscribers, right? Maybe on MailChimp, on other tools. It's very easy to export and import here into the system using an Excel file, so you wouldn't have to ask your members and non-members to resubscribe to your newsletters. Subscriptions can be available, you can make them available either to public or only to your members. You can also have your committee list here, and from the platform you can actually send out your campaigns in bulk directly from the platform. And for the general newsletters, you can also create your own template here on our platform. So after the campaign is out, you will be able to see all the analytics. So you can see the open rate, click rate, so basically analyze how your campaigns are performing. And also what's very important, you can filter by the campaign template to see which template is performing the best, and also by the campaign type, and also by the sender and by the send date. And of course, all these analytics can be exported in the Excel format. And again, you can use those smart dynamic lists from the CRM, right? All this information will be recorded in the CRM profile. So as you can see, all the modules here, they are all synchronized, and the center of this platform is the CRM. And also, surely it's important to know that we also have the survey functionality and the suppression list management. So whenever someone unsubscribes from your newsletter for some reason, then this person will be taken automatically from that specific list by the system, so you wouldn't have to do it manually. Let me show you some examples of our clients sending out the event invitations as well as the newsletters. So this is our client based in the UK. It's the British Chamber of Commerce. This is their event notification that they send out. So obviously they uploaded themselves this main banner, added the button register now, summary of the event, information about their meeting, right? Promoted their speaker, also promoting their partners and sponsors. And another example, it's our client based in Belgium, is the European Network Against Racism. So this is another example of the newsletter. So it's a general newsletter sent by the client. So as you can see, all the colors, fonts, text alignment, it's all customizable. So you can add different buttons, upload different pictures, add your social media buttons, right? So that people can start following you, and other items can be added to the newsletter, to the template. And also the last item that I wanted to mention about the subscriptions, that all the subscription lists that you create on our platform, so all your options for subscription, you would be able to integrate them with your website, again, either using widgets or APIs. And here just wanted to show you an example of our British Chamber of Commerce in Slovak Republic, how they integrated this widget actually in the footer of their website. So as you can see, it's a Bricham newsletter. And if I would like to subscribe, I would need to click on the button subscribe, add my first name, last name, email address, and automatically my new record will be created in their CRM, unless I was already there. And my record will be updated with a new subscription, and I will be added automatically to that specific newsletter from Bricham. So this is for the campaigns. Let's now move to the events. I will show you very briefly how our clients are managing here their meetings and also their events. Events, probably it's a very, like, this module contains a lot of different features, so I will just go through the main one. And again, if you have any specific questions, please leave them in the chat, and we'll get back to this after the call or during the call. But for now, let's look at the basics, right? So first of all, the system generates a branded event web page, kind of a mini website for your event, which you can populate with different content. So you can add a summary of your events, you can add speakers. Speakers will be connected to your CRM, where you can already save their bio, right? So you don't have to retype it every time you add a specific speaker to the event. You can also promote your sponsors and partners, which is very important to nonprofit organizations. Here you can have different categories for your sponsors and also for your partners, add their logos, add the sponsorship value, and this value will be saved in their CRM records that I was showing you a couple minutes back. Now, what's also important, we have 10 coding-free templates. So templates are already there. It's just a matter of adjusting the branding, colors, fonts, logos, right, the main banner, and of course populate it with the information. What's also here important, first of all, you can completely customize event registration form. When I say completely, meaning you can add as many fields as you want, and you can also ask your custom questions. You can have different registration forms connected to different ticket types, because on our platform, you can have member tickets, and at the same time, you can also have a non-member ticket. And this will allow you to ask members and non-members different sets of questions, which I think is very important. Also, obviously, you can have a discount codes, you can have different ticket types, early bird tickets, different price tags. You can limit the number of tickets that would be available for the specific price option, right? You can have complimentary tickets. So lots of things that can be adjusted. And surely, same as for the memberships, you can have online payments through Stripe Express, payments by bank transfer, and again, all the invoices will be synced either from Xero or QuickBooks Online. And if you're using Sage or other accounting system, it would be possible to export the data and import it to your accounting tool. One more thing here. If you, for example, do not use any accounting system at the moment, it's not a problem. System can generate its own invoices from the system and would just help you with managing this aspect of your organization. Waitlist can be enabled as well. You can also enable the event community, so you can showcase who are the participants of your event, right, after someone already registered for your meeting. And then once event is published, because of the integration, you will be able to showcase all of your events on your official website. Again, coming back to the widgets, you can either use our event widget for small view, full view, or a calendar view. Alternatively, you can also use API integration. I wanted to show you two examples. This is our client, as we already discussed, our British Chamber of Commerce. They're using widget integration, and here, as you can see, the upcoming events. And here they're just listing all the events. So all the events that you see, they are organized, they are managed through GlueUp. And here, let me just move this line here. And here, if I open their events, it's a members networking event 2023. So as you can see, this is one of our templates that we offer. So where you can add a summary of your events, speakers, agenda, location, they are promoting their members, and also the registration button, right? Here is a good example because you can see there are different ticket options. So here you have a non-member ticket, member tickets, and also I would like to highlight that the system recognizes members by the email address, so you can be sure that non-members will not be able to get a member on the ticket. And another example, this is our client base in the UK as well, is the corporate network from The Economist, and they also have the upcoming events. As you can see, there are different tags, and this is also important. You can have different tags attached to your events, so to help your potential attendees to search for your events if you organize a lot of meetings. And here, for instance, if I would like to join this event in Korea, I just open this event webpage. So here we have a landing page with the subdomain. It's a different template with the event details, registration. You can share this event on different social platforms. You can also see their speakers, and you can also here promote your sponsors and partners. So that's how the event web pages would look like. Now, what's also important, from the system, you can send out event invitations, as I already showed. Whenever someone registers for the event, you will receive the registration here under the attendee list. So you will see how many registrations you got in total, how many members registered, transaction revenue in your currency. You also would be able to filter by the answers in the registration form, which is very important when you organize a face-to-face meeting, right? And for the face-to-face meetings, system generates a system notification with the access pass. It's a PDF attachment with the information about the event. And then for face-to-face meetings, you also have badges that can be customized on the platform. And using an on-site toolkit, you can check attendees in at the event. So you can just simply scan this QR code that was added on the access pass. For instance, if you organize an online meeting, right? If you use Zoom, then we have a direct integration with Zoom. It just needs to be a premium account with the webinar add-on, and then just click on Zoom webinar, and system automatically generates a Zoom link from your Zoom account and shares with the registered participants. And if you don't use Zoom, but you use Teams, GoToMeeting, or any other hosting tool, you just need to create a link on that hosting platform and paste it here as a website URL. And this link will be shared in the confirmation email, same as the Zoom link. So that's for the events. Surely you can also send post-event surveys. You also have a profit and loss tracker for each of your events, right? So that you can check, and a lot of other features are available. And also, since we provide also a mobile application for the members, whenever you publish an event, you have an option of sending a push notification to the users of the app who are logged in to your account. So this is for the events. Again, if you have any questions, please post them in the chat. My colleague Victor will take care of them. Two more things I wanted to show you from the backend. First of all is the finance. So as we already discussed, you have a full visibility on all of the invoices that have been generated by the platform. Here you have an access to, you can filter by the invoice date, by the status, by the payment completion date, right? All information is exportable in the Excel format. And you also have an access to the payment. So you can always generate report and present to your team and to the board and show how much money you generated from, let's say, event registration. So membership renewal starting from, I don't know, June 1st, for example, right? Or see how much money you generated via online payments and how much money you generated for bank transfers. So that kind of report would be available. And on top of that, apart from the invoices related to events and memberships, you can also have custom invoices. So in case if you provide additional services and you would like the system to track the invoices for the sponsorships or, again, for additional services that you're providing, you would be able to create those custom invoice categories on our platform. And the last item here in the backend is the membership engagement scorecard, is the report in the Excel format that you can download and see who are the most active and least active members of your organization. The system generates these reports based on 6 different parameters, and they are associated with events, with campaigns, and also with the member portal that I'm going to show you in a second. And when you download the report, you will see that there are a list of all of the members with their scores, with the number. And this is especially useful before starting the renewals, just to make sure that no members churn and you can always follow up with them on time. Now let's move to the front end, the last item of our presentation for today. The login can be integrated with your website, again, either using widgets or API. And once your members or attendees of your events or subscribers who are somehow associated with your organization through GlueUp, they are logged in, that's what they are going to see. Surely the access and the view will be different depending on their status, if they have a membership or they don't, right? So here there would be logo of your organization. The URL is going to be name of your organization.glueup.com. And here in the left sidebar, they have an access to the subscriptions, so they can manage their subscription preferences. They can also update their membership information, which is very important. Here you have membership details, and individual members can update their personal profiles, and primary members can also update company details, and that will be updated in your CRM system as well. So your members wouldn't have to reach out to you and ask to, to change something in their profiles. They can just do it themselves from the profile. And also from here, members can register for events. Also, what's important, they can filter by the tags that we already discussed, right? Maybe you organize some breakfast, sport events, networking events, and you would be able to tag all of your meetings here. Also, you can enable a member directory, so you can showcase who are the active members of your organization. Surely you can feature some of the members, you can hide some membership categories, and you can also define what information you would like to display about your companies and individuals. And the last item within the member portal is the community. It's kind of a member portal, member forum, right, where members can interact with each other. You can have here a community, you can have multi-communities if you wish. You can have here private and public groups, and within each group, your participants, right, the members can post on the wall. So they can share files up to 10 megabytes. They can also like the messages, comment. If you, for example, as an admin, you make a post, you will have an admin badge so that members know that they can always get in touch with you via GlueUp, and members can send direct messages to each other as well. Also, what's important, it's only admins who can create groups here, and you can create those groups based on your dynamic smart list. So you wouldn't have to, manually check who you would like to invite. You can have a group based on your list, people who belong to a specific working group or specific committee, or they come from a specific membership category, maybe a specific location, right, or industry. So you would be able to automate this process as well. And the last thing that I wanted to mention is from this front-end portal, right, exactly the same functionality is available from the mobile app that we also provide for iOS and also the Android users. And whenever someone is logged in the app, they have their virtual membership card, which is actually not available on the web. But in the virtual membership card, they have the QR code. And if, for example, your members provide different maybe discounts, right, for other members, they would be able to showcase in specific locations, just to prove that they are members. Also in the app, they can register for events, would have their all access passes there, manage their subscription. update their membership information as well, and also surely receive the push notification whenever someone posts or sends them a direct message for the community. Apart from that, we also have a mobile application for the admins, so for you, for people who are managing the organization. And from there, you have a list of the members. You can make some adjustments to the event, see how many people are registering for the event, do the check-in on site by scanning the QR codes, as well as checking the analytics for your newsletters. Our standard mobile application for members can be also white labeled, so it's an add-on. And essentially what we do, we create exactly the same app for you, and just with your branding, with your logo, name of your organization. And the last item also that we provide is also the website development. So I see that we are running out of time, but just wanted to show you an example of our client based in the UK, OBN. This is one of the websites that we built. What's important, we have one template. This allows us to deliver websites in a very short period of time, and surely, you know, we can customize the colors to match your branding, the logos, all the steps. This is all customizable. But then when we build the website, then we are responsible for integrating GlueUp platform to your new website, and then the whole management, the whole maintenance and hosting is done by the GlueUp team as well. That's it for the presentation. Let me see if we have any unanswered questions, but I'm sure Victor covered most of them. I think there is one more question left. Is do smart lists update in real time, or there is a delay? No, they are being updated in the real time. So let me give you an example. If you have let's say a list of the general managers that are based in Brussels, and you get a new contact who is also a general manager and also based in Brussels, this person will be automatically added to this list. And it also works other way around. If, for example, someone changed the job title from the member profile from a general manager to, let's say, CEO, then this person will be automatically removed from that list, because his job title will no longer fit the criteria for this smart list. And the last question that I also see here, is it possible to upload documents libraries in the member area? It is possible. You can upload documents here under the files, and you can, from the backend, you can select to which group you would like to upload a specific document. For now, there is a limitation that we have, but our product team is working on this one, is that file can be only up to 10 megabytes, but I'm sure we will change that in the nearest future. I think that's it. If there is a limit, on the number of members, from the technical perspective, no. So the system can handle any number that you upload. It's just when we send the pricing proposal, it depends on 3 factors: number of contacts, so the total number of contacts in the database, including members and also non-members. Second is how many events you organize. And third is how many you send email marketing campaigns. So it's just you're kind of limited by the account, right? By the proposal, but there are no technical limitations here. I think we answered all of the questions. Thank you, Victor, for your help. Thank you again for the attention. Sorry that it took a bit longer than 30 minutes. As I already mentioned, we will be sharing the recording with you after the meeting. And also, if you would have any questions, please let us know. And again, thank you for the attention, and wish you a nice day and weekend ahead. Bye bye.